Where did you? Anything you
Morgan Creek Fund bans Ripple's XRP-alike cryptos from its new crypto repository. The controversy related to whether or not Ripple's XRP should be considered as a security has appeared one more time, as today it was excluded in the launch of the Morgan Creek Fund, a crypto-related fund that provides its users the possibility of accessing some of the top cryptos in the market. In this sense, whenever we mention top cryptos we cannot avoid thinking of Ripple, XRP, the third largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization. However, as it seems, the third largest crypto is just not being considered by the fund because of centralization issues. Let's see all of the details on this. Morgan Creek Fund. The Morgan Creek Fund was created in collaboration with Anthony Pompliano, who formerly was the owner of a firm called Tilt Capital, a company that was acquired by Morgan Creek at the beginning of the year for an amount that has been undisclosed since the partnership started. Earlier this year we knew by Pompliano himself that he would like to focus primarily on crypto, but it wasn't till Morgan Creek managed to partner with the fund sponsor Bitwise Investment Advisors, LLC, when the project started to shape. Let's recall that earlier this year, Bitwise launched as well a crypto-related fund dubbed Hold 10. However, Hunter Horsley, co-founder of Bitwise, clarified that the main difference between the two projects centers on the committee, as Mark Yusko, CEO of Morgan Creek, Pompliano, and Matt Hugan, head of the research at Bitwise, are a part of the board of advisors. With relation to the fund, it was known that it carries $1.5 billion in assets, and they will provide pensions, wealthy families, endowments and accredited investors with an exposure to cryptos such as Ethereum, ETH, Zcash, Monero, Litecoin, LTC, Amizgo, Bitcoin Cash, BCH, EOS, Dash, Ethereum Classic, etc., and of course Bitcoin, BTC. Among the excluded coins we can find Ripple, XRP, Tron, TRX, Stellar, XLM, Cardano, ADA, and other tokens that in accordance to Morgan Creek may represent a risk in the future. Regarding this, Pompliano stated that, if there's a central party that owns 30% or more of supply, that would be enough reason for the index to ban that crypto of the fund. He continued by saying that those coins holding high percentages of their own crypto have great opportunities to control the way the coin will perform, and that simply introduces a lot of additional risks that may not be there if it was a more decentralized network. With relation to this, all of the coins that fit in this description are considered pre-mined cryptos, coins that were mostly created in the early stages of the blockchain. For its part, Horsley states in this matter that, with decentralization being a cornerstone of most blockchain designs, having a large portion of assets held centrally runs counter to that and could create complexities that differ from what we would expect from public blockchains. Conclusion: the decision of the Morgan Creek Fund definitely represents a low blow for Ripple, which has made significant efforts to dispel the rumors of their centralization issues. Nonetheless, the company continues occupying the third place in the market concerning market capitalization. Waves of good news for Ripple's XRP, price still keeps dipping, when Moon. Ripple's XRP was last year's best performing coin, so as the current year started, it had gained credibility, and much was expected from it. So far it's been relatively shaky, which is no mean feat in a market that's been bearish for 7+ months now, but it's performed more or less in the same way as the whole market has, which is to say, dismally. And yet, there's reason to believe that XRP is severely undervalued, and a stream of recent excellent news help prove that point. Bitcoin Superstore is a platform that allows you to use a selection of crypto coins to pay for goods and services online. Amazon and Walmart, for instance. The platform just announced it would be accepting XRP means of payment, which gives XRP holders to more than 200,000 online stores all over the world. This is a milestone for Ripple, as it means that non-institutional users will finally be able to transact in micropayments using Ripple's token. Coinbase launched a custodial service a month ago, more or less, and it's considering 40 digital assets to use as wealth storage for their institutional clients. While this means only one new user for XRP, the announcement denotes confidence in XRP's future performance and reliability. This doesn't mean that Ripple's XRP will be available for trade at Coinbase, but it will undoubtedly create demand nevertheless. Transaction volume: you can follow the way the Ripple ledger evolves in Twitter. The XRPL_monitor Twitter account gives out a tweet for every transaction held in the network, and over the last 24 hours, it's reported an unusually high number of significant transactions. The good thing about this is that every transaction fee must be paid in XRP, so this creates demand for the token, thus driving price, or at least, stability, up. Q2 Ripple Labs announced that 2018's Q2 had been the best since the company's foundation. And that happened while the market is bearish. Of course, this has to do with Ripple, the company, and not with Ripple, the token, but the two entities are linked strongly enough that what's good for one is good for the other as well. Wirex is a company that issues debit cards. Visa debit cards, to be more precise. They announced they are adopting XRP, which means that you can connect your digital wallet to a debit card and use XRP to pay for groceries, the movies, cigarettes, or anything else for which you use your card on a regular basis. This is a breakthrough that could surpass the Bitcoin Superstore one, because while the latter is for online use only, this one means that you can use XRP to pay for goods and services in the street. Ripple is, at last, changing their paradigm. Coinsquare: the Canadian cryptocurrency exchange Coinsquare announced an imminent listing for XRP. New markets, new users, new demand. TechCrunch founder: it seems that TechCrunch's founder tried Ripple out, and he loved it. He transferred $50 million through the Ripple in it. The transaction was settled in 3 seconds, and the fee was 3 cents. While this is maybe not the most relevant news in this list, it's still great PR. And Ripple needs it desperately at a time in which its most direct rival, Stellar Lumens, is getting excellent coverage everywhere. The future of Ripple, XRP, any of the news above should be sufficient to appreciate how robust the Ripple project still is. It's gaining ground, getting new critical strategic partners, and it's opening itself up to new possibilities, such as becoming a consumer currency as well as an institutional one. To put it simply, XRP is undervalued in epic proportions, and the only reason it's not been doing great is that the whole market has had a terrible time this year. And currently, what we all are witnessing is the third biggest, I should instead say worst, bearish run in the history of crypto. But a bull run will arrive sooner or later, and, when it comes, XRP will be positioned to take off spectacularly. Ripple is the next big thing. Don't get fooled by the current XRP price. There is no doubt that Ripple's XRP is a unique cryptocurrency that is taking the shape of a protocol more than that of typical virtual currencies. XRP is the default token for Ripple. Thanks to its unique nature in comparison to some of the other virtual currencies, Ripple, XRP has succeeded in generating a lot of attention and interest from traders as well as investors. In current time, hardly a day passes by without some information or news about Ripple, XRP, and as a member of the fast-growing virtual currency universe, Ripple continues to enjoy remarkable growth and fortunes. The 5-year-old business venture, which is led by Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple's chief executive officer, is on the upward trend with its virtual currency, XRP, rubbing shoulders with the likes of Bitcoin and Ethereum. It is this time we remember Ripple's audacity last year when it compared itself to revolutionary companies such as Uber and Airbnb, companies that have managed to transform their respective markets. Why should one invest in Ripple, XRP? Ripple, XRP, provides a service as one of its main strengths. Ripple, XRP provides to the market a smooth experience when transferring funds globally using the power of its blockchain technology. According to Ripple, this attribute allows financial institutions and banks to process their clients' settlements anywhere globally reliably, instantly, and almost free of charge. Ripple Labs trades its digital token, XRP, through exchanges and institutions. In Q3 of last year alone, Ripple managed to trade over $53 million worth of XRP. Financial institutions and banks require virtual currencies going by the technological advancements being witnessed globally. Banks and financial institutions require vast amounts of liquidity to operate. This is one of the most pressing challenges banks and financial institutions have to face. However, leading figures within the virtual currency market indicate that virtual assets such as XRP can be the perfect solution and tool to deliver and solve the liquidity problem. Crypto enthusiasts are already investing their money with the hope that banks will adopt a lot of Ripple, XRP in the future to become their reserve currency. Ripple, XRP, is unique in comparison to Bitcoin. For instance, Ripple, XRP, is not generated and does not depend on miners or mining. The mother company already generated roughly more than 99 billion virtual tokens. Almost 55 billion of this number will be dispersed to users. Potential investors will have who wish to invest in Ripple, XRP are required to have a digital wallet, the same way as other virtual coins such as Ethereum and Bitcoin. Ripple, XRP, is gaining traction. Ripple, XRP appears to be adopted and accepted by many financial players and exchanges around the globe. As of my last count, 60 exchanges have listed the digital coin on their platforms, paving the way for the cryptocurrency to be adopted by financial institutions. Such companies include the likes of MoneyGram and other major financial players. It is profitable, for people with lots of patience. In recent months, it is true Ripple suffered negative price volatility, but it is in such situations that investors and traders can make money. Also, going by the number of companies that have adopted the token, it is just a matter of time when Ripple, XRP, goes the moon. To be honest, it is hard to tell when, but as things stand, it sooner or later will. Patience is the key.